Hi, my name is Joselyn Castillo, and I'm going to be doing the 5th lesson of my unit. And these are my notes, sorry. But for the warm-up activity, I would do an activity called Superhero Fitness. Basically, what I would do is I would have the students, and then I would pick 3 students to be the Miss Muscle, Mr. Flex, and I believe the other one was Kid Cardio. So I would have the 3 students be those superheroes, and basically the main thing of all of this is having the superheroes are coming from another planet because kids from Earth are not doing enough exercise and are eating a lot of junk food and are watching way too much TV. So basically the superheroes are coming and they're going to save them and they're going to catch them and they're going to make them good kids, basically. So I would have the 3 students that are the superheroes, and we would switch this so almost all of them have a chance to be the superhero if we don't run out of time. But basically, so I would have the 3 students, and then everyone else is a kid from Earth who's eating junk food and watching TV and all of that. So I would obviously have boundaries in the gym where they can't actually run, so they can't go outside of them. And what they would do is all the superheroes would chase the other kids, and if they get caught by one of the superheroes, the students have to do an exercise that relates to this superhero. So if they get caught by Miss Muscle, the students would actually have to do a push-up or something that's easy or something like that. If they get caught by Mr. Kid Cardio, they could jog for 20 seconds. So just something like that kind of warms them up and gets them ready for the actual physical activity. And then, oh sorry, there's someone in my house. But after the warm-up activity, we would move on to the review and the teaching of the lesson. So basically, we would, sorry. So basically, actually let me mention the modifications that I would do for my child with the wheelchair. So the kid with the wheelchair, he could be one of the superheroes. So he could be in his chair and he could actually be chasing people. And to make it fair, maybe we could use other chairs so other students don't run as fast and all of that. So that could be a modification for that as well. And for the review, we would review walking, jogging, running, marching, jumping, hopping, galloping, and skipping. So all of that would be a review from our previous lessons because this is the 5th one. So for the teaching, it's the leaping from one foot to the other. So basically what we would do is we would be with a partner and side by side, and we would start at one end of the gym and then we would just kind of go and leap to the front and then leap again. And then we would go all the way to the end of the other gym and then we would leap again and then leap again. And then that's basically how we would teach this new concept. And then for the learning activity, and once we move on to the independent practice, which I know it seems kind of weird that I don't have students and the equipment, but this is an online class, right? But for this part of the activity, the students will be in groups of 3 or 4. And they'll actually get they'll actually get 3 or 4 hula hoops, depending on how many kids are in their group. So they would actually, once they get them and once they're in their groups, they would actually have them, they can make their choice. They can actually put them on the ground however they want to. Obviously, they're going to have a given space, but they can put them either in a row or kind of like in a circle or however they want to. It's their choice. So once they have them, the kids are going to number themselves, so it's going to be I'm going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the order doesn't matter right now because everyone's going to have a chance to go and everyone's going to have a same chance to do the same thing. So they just number themselves or actually the teacher would number. Maybe it would be easier to number them 1, 2, 3, and 4. So basically, you would have the hula hoops. Let's say I just put them like one after the other. So you would have a hula hoop, the next one, the next one. So if a kid, the leader, so student number 1, would leap to the first hula hoop, and then he would jump back. So you're jumping back from that. And then everybody in that group has to do the same thing. So number 2 would leap into the hula hoop and then jump back. Number 3, and then jump back. And then number 4, and then jump back. And then they would do all that. And then the leader gets to decide again what they want to do, what he wants to do. So maybe he wants to leap on the red one. So he would skip this one and leap on the red one. And then everybody else in his group has to do the same thing. And basically you just continue that same pattern going on till you get 4 times. And then everyone does it 4 times, and then we switch. So now number 1 goes to the back, and then number 2 gets to do it. So now number 2 is the leader, and he can choose where to leap, 1 foot after the other, and all of that. And obviously we would teach the kids to say all the verbal cues that we taught him in the teaching part of it. So they would do step, knee, push, and land. So step, push, knee, and land. Or that was kind of like a jump, but a leap. So we would teach them to say that during the activity. And basically that would be it. For the closure, it is the end of the unit. So I would ask the students to just kind of like have a discussion, like sit everyone down at the front and kind of just talk about like what we learned in this lesson, in this unit, and basically why it's important to be physically active every day, even if it's just walking to the park or walking from your house to school, but just things like that that would just make them like aware of why it's important. And yeah, basically that would be my lesson. Obviously it's not as clear because I don't have all the equipment or the students, but that's basically what I would do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.